Welcome to the lab. So, it's a Saturday. I didn't have to go to work today, though I did work. It's kind of a strange thing. See, we outsourced our website because people came in that thought they knew better. And in the process, the company that the new people had worked with before and really had a good experience with got merged with another company, and then the merged company got bought. And so, through a chain of corporate uh, predator predator prey relationship stuff, um, their service has gone downhill. And this morning, I was I was back from my morning writing, and I got an alert that the website was down. This is a holdover from when I could actually do something about it. I still am monitoring the domain, and when I get an alert, I now have it set to notify the person that is working with these outsourced with this outsourced resource. But I didn't have that set up until this morning, so I sent a message and said, "Hey, website's down again." It had been down, from what, midnight to almost 7 a.m. Friday, and it was down. I got a hold of her within probably 5 or 10 minutes of it going down, and it was still down for 45 minutes after they had fixed the problem. And I don't know. I'm not hearing back what the issues are. It's a completely different platform than I'm used to. It's not like I could really do anything, but I like to hang on to those little bits of knowledge because they tell me something about about the technologies, and I can compare them. What we were using before was unreliable as hell, but when I got an alert, I had the website up within 4 or 5 minutes. And actually, if we hadn't outsourced it, I would have gone ahead and made it so that it would just automatically spin back up again. I got tired of it, so I was ready to just automate the whole process and just know that it's going to go down. Know that you can't fix it because the technology is loopy, and just deal with it. Let it deal with itself. I can't do that now, so I will never know if that would have worked in our case. But yeah, not having the feedback leaves me kind of hungry for, what is going on, what is the problem, why is this server dying, and the curiosity kind of eats at me. And the curiosity eats at me in lots of things, and that's part of the reason why I'm so unable to focus on any one thing, is because it takes me, I start looking into something, and then I hear about a thing, or there's a tangent, and I just run with those suckers. I have a hard time getting them, the core task done, because I'm off, trying to figure out why this decision was made, or why this particular piece of software was used, or what the history is here, that sort of thing. So anyway, it's my own flaw, if you want to call it a flaw. It does mean that I don't focus enough time on the task at hand sometimes, and that's a flaw. That's something I should work on. Like I said, I did get some writing done this morning before all this happened, and then after, I had I spent a little bit of time outside. I have chickens, 5 of them. Initially, I started with 6. One of them seemed to have a congenital defect of some sort, and got sick at about 4 or 5 months old and never fully recovered. I think she had something wrong with her egg ducts or something. Anyway, so she didn't make it, but the other 4 or the other 5 did. I have one with a gammy leg. Well, not a gammy. She has I think she has gout in her, what would be her ankle, which is the bendy part. Uh, Chicken leg is backwards to a person's leg, and that bit there is kind of swollen, and she mimes as though she's using that leg, but she doesn't actually use it. She's just hopping on the one leg. And that gout is too much protein possibly in her diet, but under the circumstances, she she doesn't seem. I mean, she's getting along okay. She doesn't seem to want to avoid protein in her diet, and I can't. I'm not going to separate her from the flock just to make sure that she doesn't get protein. So she's going to hobble. But I should probably say I had the chickens. I've had the chickens since probably July of 2015. So they're going to be 2 years old this summer. And I got breeds. I got 3 different breeds, all of which are cold hardy. Because I was more concerned about the fact they were going to be young chickens that first winter. And so I wanted them to be cold hardy. I made their chicken house small to help them huddle for warmth. And I didn't use any artificial heat. And that all worked out. So anyway, I was out with the chickens, and I haven't been spending enough time with them. They've gotten, one of them, Bandit, has always been the flighty one, the one that runs away from you. Well, now she's in full scared, doesn't want you to see her kind of chicken. So actually the other, month ago, 2 months ago, I had to have my daughter help me clip one of her wings so that if she does get out, since she's going to run from us, she at least won't be flying from us. And it's not easy to catch a chicken that doesn't want to be caught. The chickens as a whole have gotten to the point where they're not as easy to catch as they were. Their first year, they would, they liked being picked up. They wanted to be. And I think it's, proximity. I haven't spent as much time with them, so they're a little bit more flighty. And then today we went on a hike. It's below 50 here, 50 Fahrenheit, which is a little cold. And out at the lake, the wind was bitter, and it was over the lake, and it made it really chilly when we were in the wind. So we had to cut it short. And now, winding down for the day. So that's all I've gotten today, and that's going to have to end it.